The Couch Live with A. Danae and April Clark Art.
Hi guys!
Hey!
Welcome back to another fantabulous episode of
The Couch
Live. You could be listening to us live on HLX Radio, or you could be listening to the replay, or you could be watching this bomb-ass video.
Yes.
Whatever you're doing, thank you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join the fam. And we got a great show. It's gonna be random as hell.
Yeah, and it's good like that. I like spontaneity sometimes. Just flow.
Boom.
Again, you know.
We finna just flow.
That be where the gems are.
So, I am your girl, A. Danae.
And it's your girl, April Clark Art.
And this is The Couch Live. Stay tuned. Hi, guys.
Oh.
Welcome back to another episode of The Couch Live. I am your girl, A. Danae.
And it's your girl, April Clark Art.
And we have a great show planned for you guys. Well, it's not planned, but we got a good one for y'all.
I mean, it's okay.
It's technically, I got a rough draft.
Right.
Shoot.
Don't be hyping it up, hyping it down. At the same time.
It's gonna be a good show,
Right,
like every damn show. So April, what's new?
Girl, just living life. Hot girl summer style.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, just really get into the nitty gritty, like thinking about a lot in life, like what do I want? I really want this out of life, I want that out of life, and just really thinking like how I'm gonna get it, and not being afraid of it.
Right.
So, yeah, just making stuff happen, which is the only thing I have to do in life. But other than that, working, having fun, going places, doing things, resting.
Going places, doing things.
Yeah, just enjoy something. That's hot girl summer. You just do you and unapologetically.
You hot girl shit.
But yeah, and that's it.
Okay. I ain't been doing shit. Y'all know I just be working and trying to write these things. It feel like every week I'm complaining about writing articles. That's because every week I got new articles, y'all. But been having fun. Life is life. It is something else. And I'm ready to not be working. So guys, I'm thinking about really starting my production company.
I told you this, like.
But I gotta be in the mindset to start it.
No, that's the hindrance of anything that is positive. When you think you have to have it together before.
No, I still don't have it together. But I'm just ready now to start it. I wasn't ready then.
You was writing stuff up, weren't you?
Well, of course.
Okay.
So
you got that.
we're baby stepping, guys. Baby stepping. And we're gonna have a hot girl weekend. And I did my Mexican party with my family.
Yeah.
And it went well. I cooked. I was bored. Like literally when they got here, I was still cooking because I was so pissed off. Let me tell you what I did. I made a whole Aldi tray of chicken tenderloin breast things. And I boiled them because I was trying to shred the chicken. Okay. So I boiled it so I could shred it so it'd be a little done. I can make the enchilada, stick it in the oven, and finish. Girl, made the damn chicken, boiled it. I was like, ooh, this good. Put the top back on it, left it in the water on the stove.
Really, nigga?
That shit was all dry. It's in my refrigerator. I'm gonna eat that shit though. But I was like, I'm not serving it.
Oh.
So I had to redo all the chicken breasts. And then still was cooking when they got here. So we're gonna get into some music before we get into this full episode. And we'll be right back after these musics. We're back. Yes. So if you haven't already done so, make sure you follow us on Twitter at HLXMag. So, did you see Lil Duval's comments?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the people that don't know, Lil Duval tweeted, what was it, yesterday? Was it from yesterday? He tweeted yesterday, which was Wednesday. And he basically said, I'm gonna tell y'all in 2 seconds, my screenshot game is not on point right now. They're supposed to be geared up. So basically he said, I hate the big curly bushy hair look. I'm not saying stop wearing it, ladies. I personally just don't like it. I like every other style though, especially the straight look. But that big afro lion shit, no can do. And then he was like, just want to remind you women how stupid y'all look in them frontals. You might not notice it now, but years from now you'll be asking your friends why you let me go out like that.
That point, I like it about the lace front wigs, because some people just don't know how to do it. But that other part,
so I feel like he trolling.
yeah, of course he ain't got nothing else to do.
Right.
He ain't popping right now. So.
But why would you say something that's essentially geared at hatred of
race?
Yeah. Because how else do black females' hair look in its natural state? And no matter what texture you got, it's gonna be big and puffy and lion-esque.
Yeah.
So that was I was just like, really, nigga? Really? And then you gonna say you like it straight. But then on the flip side, you mad that a female putting a frontal in her hair so it can be straight. You complaining about that too.
Well, he probably just wants a girl with a relaxer, and his team no relaxers anymore.
Ain't no damn relaxers.
It's all natural now, and you're protecting your hair with these styles. So at the end of the day, I feel as though, how old is this man?
I don't know. Old.
He old. So I feel at this point, you have no business talking, and I feel like he's showing his true character, especially with that comment of his latest song, like
What?
niggas. So that song was like a parody, basically niggas don't cheat.
Oh, Black Men Don't Cheat. Him and Charlamagne. He's
so it's
42.
Like he's a joke. So at the end of the day, with him making that song, this does not catch me by surprise at all. That's how I feel about it. Like, come on. He only speaks on and speaks up about things that will support his negative and toxic type of ways of being. I don't know the man, but it seemed like he just goofy. And some of the choices that he make does not advocate for holistic and fairness in any realm, because how you gonna make a song about black men don't cheat, but then you want to sit here and talk about the latter half or the equal half of the race, like we're not shit, like we don't do anything well.
I was gonna troll you real quick.
What?
And somebody on Twitter be like, he didn't say you not shit, he said your hair ain't shit.
But this is what God
natural
gave us.
is glorious today. Look at us, auntie. Yes.
This is what God gave us on the top of our heads. Just like the hair that you have on your head. They don't change that. They don't change their hair. All they can do is get it cut, washed, and halfway someone don't even know how to take care of their beard. So how you gonna talk about natural hair? You don't even have to take care of your natural hair around your face.
So this takes me to, I wasn't even gonna talk about this, but I seen it on Shan's, I sent you the video, Shan Body, whatever, when she was like, she was talking about how the group of successful men said they don't date black women in a group of black women.
Wait a minute, which one you sent me?
It was from, it was a video on her channel, and I missed the link to the video, and I need to find it, where she was talking to a group of well-to-do women, I guess, and they were talking about their experiences with black men and how they don't, the reasoning that they've been told that they don't date black women. And one woman was like, I legit heard a man say, you know, he don't date black women as a successful black man. So that shit pisses me off, because I feel like, oh, we good to stay down during the struggle.
Yeah.
But Becky don't want shit but your money neither.
Yeah, I'm a little, I don't really like seeing it. I'm not against it, because I would say I can be attracted to the opposite race or whatever other race other than my own. But personally, there is always been a negative connotation when a black male dates a white woman, because their comment is always to degrade who we are in comparison to them. Because, oh, we got an attitude, we loud, we this, we that, but what about them? You just want somebody to run over. And then behind closed doors, the things that you possibly don't want to say is why you dating a white woman, which is to feel superior on yourself, to make you feel like you're a bigger and better person, because you may be racist to her, low key. Like, man, have you ever thought about that? These men who out here, like, man, they took out women, they raped out women.
I mean, so I had I'm not gonna say no names, but somebody said that. He was like, and he's married to a white woman, and he basically said that, you know, since that he was like they did all this, so he don't feel bad for cheating on her because why it matter? I'm basically getting back.
But those people, see, that's my thing, is that mindset is real. People do think
I know.
like that, but I don't think it's fair. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's fair, especially when you're dating the opposite race. You should thoroughly have them understand and hear them out on how they particularly feel about racism, oppression, all of that.
Certain issues. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely a conversation that interracial couples especially need to have, because just like those stories that you read in the magazines where they'll be like, yeah, me and my husband was good until he started agreeing with Trump and all of this stuff about black people and how they don't got nothing to lose, and she was like, I had to go. And it's like, you thinking your relationship good, but y'all not talking about the shit that matters. I don't know. That made me think of that. But whatever.
I mean, I don't know. At this point, I don't want it. I've thought about dating the other race, but at this point, no. Black men are just too sexy to not date. They really are. Like, it's like, what is this?
But then, boy, have you seen Odell Beckham fine ass?
Yes.
Bitch, I didn't watch that joint maybe like 3 times with his little
natural
hit
hair
the wall.
without the color. Like,
That blonde shit was fucking him up. He's fine. Woo,
his
fine.
hair is moisturized.
Boy, his beard
That blonde
glistens.
was drying.
Drying his shit out. His hair is moisturized. It's curly and popping. His beard popping. His skin glistening. He look like he drinking his water. Shawty is sexy. He could get it. There's somebody on the internet was like, you don't want that man, sis, he'll ruin your life. This bitch commented and was like, and I would let him.
No.
I mean, no, but I can look. Ooh, he fine. Ooh, child.
Yeah.
But we gonna get into some more music before we go into the next topic. So yeah, we going into some Corey L. Like We Got. Are just tuning in, thank you for joining us. It's your girl Adanae,
And it's your girl April Clark Art.
Okay, so XXL been dropping the ciphers all week, and they just released another one, the 3rd one. So what was it? 2 days ago they released the very first one, which was YK Osiris, little singing ass nigga, terrible. Lil Mosey, is it Lil Mosey or Mousy?
I hope it's Mosey, not Mousy.
Okay.
Because we don't need no Mickey Mouse.
I'm done. Lil Mosey on. We need the Mosey on. And then the Baby and Meg Thee Stallion. So, thoughts?
Ooh, baby.
I'm done.
Meg and Baby are seniors. Those other two?
You talk about Meg and Herbie Baby.
Herbie Baby. They're seniors. I could say I feel embarrassed.
Them two niggas?
Yeah. Because it's like, I feel like they get these younger dudes right now and they're really vulnerable, and I would say the craft and the skill set is not up to par at all for them to be making so much money, which fabricates the thought and belief that these other younger people are going to make it in rapping and half of them aren't. It's like the product, the sound is not quality. Like, I don't think
but they don't
XXL qualified.
Yeah, but they also not like, they not taking that into consideration when they saying who up. It's who putting out hot songs that's catchy that everybody is listening to. Like,
I'm listening to it.
I mean, we ain't in the generation that they marketing to no more.
But like, that's my thing, is I'm thinking about this generation, like the craft.
But
like,
that's what they listen to. So they like, they was popping, they hot, so they make the list. Cause you vote, I think the people vote. So I know it's a voting process in the beginning.
I don't give a damn.
And that's who been ending up on the list. Like, the list used to be like quality as fuck, but like recently, that's the shit we got.
Scouting out enough good talent. I think they're just trying to make easy money right now, and I feel like The ones that's in the first one class is very, very worthy is Meg Thee Stallion, because you can tell she has lyrical content and her speed and all that stuff is up to par. Now Tierra Whack, on the other hand, she's somebody new, and she giving me all different type of vibes, and I feel like her growth is exponential. Like, she's commercial still. She's not straight hood. Where I feel like a lot of these young people, it's just hood shit.
I mean, shit, if that's all they know, that's how they act.
But like, this one my student said, oh, that's what's selling right now. I said, I understand that's what's selling right now, but there's also other markets out here that it's a substantial amount of people.
But if your goal is to just get a bag, then they're gonna go with that. Like, if I said right now,
generation shallow as fuck,
that I don't care, and just was like, fuck it, I'm finna be trendy just to check this bag real quick.
Shallow. That's my whole point. That's why I'm talking about this generation and just content. Like, as a creator, I don't give a fuck what the trend is. I give a crap about the content. You know what I'm saying? So that's my comment about this whole music thing. Even listening to some of the people that's on here, it's like, that needs to be on the radio. This needs to be out here right now. This is what's popping. This is what's popping. This is what something that's new and fresh. All this other type of stuff I'm hearing, it's the same thing over and over again. So I'm just seeing just the parallel between what people think is popping and what is actually creativity and something that's very, very like worth listening to. I think a lot of this shit a waste of time. It's just nursery rhymes for these
nursery rhymes.
Young ass people. Sorry, but I was once that person. But I feel like our generation has some good popping ass music, like Yin Yang Twins. Like the production of the music was popping. The stories, the videos.
Yeah, no, they ain't worried about that. These kids simple. They simple as hell.
So that's my rant about XXL.
That's just the first video. So Meg killed it per usual.
Yeah. Oh.
The baby was trying to.
She came in like
she had been thinking she was ready.
She was like even with the beat drop, it was like she kind of got off, but it was like she just ran.
As always,
running into it. I was like, yes, honey.
The baby started off shaky as hell. He was stumbling and trying to catch the beat, but when he did, it was decent. But he needed to shorten that shit up. I was done. We were done, Jonathan. So the next one that they released was, what was it, yesterday? And it was Blueface, YBN Cordae, and Rico Nasty, which was, I think, was decent. Blueface did okay for who he is.
Okay.
But in other news, did you see the video of Future's bodyguard getting snatched, like punched in the face? So Future released a statement about that, and he was basically like, these fake goons asked to, and then they blocked it out, for a picture. I told them no. Apparently they get angry, do some sucker shit. I left the airport. They edited the video, filmed it, and sent it to the blogs. Real tough guys. What they did to security, I didn't see. I'm not a witness to anything. Leave me out. Anything have to do with this incident. So he's basically saying they photoshopped the video or edited the video to make it look like it was. Edited the videos together. Yeah. When he wasn't really in that little vicinity, I guess. Oh. That shit was fucked up. Cause dude came up from, that was a big ass nigga, and he dropped hard. I was like, damn, like for real, he dropped hard. He did. And his face was leaking. I was like, what the fuck? But if that was a group of niggas, it'd have been a real problem. They was at Ibiza. All the white dudes in the camera and shit, I bet they didn't get charged. You can see the nigga that ran up and smacked him in the damn face. Yeah. Which ain't cool. But he knew he couldn't beat him head up.
Yeah, I don't know. People's impulse control is horrible. As far as like not giving a damn, because then that reminded me of that guy who punched that girl at the freaking water park or Six Flags. What? They ain't going to jail. Who punched somebody? He was out with his girlfriend, his mama, and yeah, it was a big group fight. I don't know if it was Six Flags or Disney, something. But he was behind. He could be in trouble.
I mean, what you expect?
7 years supposedly.
7 years?
Yeah, in prison. And then they gonna try to lock up the other family members. I said, now that's unfortunate and unfair. Because they're rightfully so in, defending themselves.
Yeah.
That's punishment. So I don't think that's fair. That other family members finna get charges too.
7 years?
Hey, he deserves it. He has a lot of battles, a lot of throws. Like counts.
Oh, he do? Who was he? So I saw him hit that first lady, but it was multiple females in there.
3 women in there.
Oh, damn.
Like, he damn near wanted to punch his damn mama. The one he was trying to protect. Oh, dumb. So
how did the shit start? I think I screenshotted the synopsis of this whole little, you dig me? But where that shit is, I have no idea. Y'all, I'm gonna find it on this next break. And we'll be right back. Here is some Tyrone Leak with Make Love, Play 2K. So we are back. We just watched the second cipher that was released with YBN Corday, Rico Nasty, and Blueface. So personally, I already was fucking with Rico Nasty, and I knew Corday was gonna do good.
Yeah.
But the energy that they had in this one was just better. Like, they fed off each other. I like how Corday came in on like Rico Nasty last shit, and like he had their names in his raps. Blueface was trying, but Blueface is Blueface. Like, it ain't much you can say. He did good for what I thought he was gonna do, cause I thought he was gonna be like Lil Mosey or little boy that you couldn't even understand what the hell he was saying. Yeah, his damn words was trailing off, and then but I liked it. I thought they did very well.
They did. I mean, I appreciate the craft. Like I was saying, I was commenting on the craft in the first video, so I can definitely say the second video. I need to be a judge. The second video, like the craft and the speed and tenacity of all the people that are in there, like they just vibe. That's what you're supposed to do amongst other people that are like you.
A cipher. Yeah, like y'all supposed to feed off of each other's energy. Oh shoot.
The other group was just standing back. The 2 young ones was standing super hard. So
yeah, they was, because he was doing the little baby shit. Meg was just like, chilling. She was in her own little world. But it didn't really, it wasn't like a cohesive thing. It was just 4 people coming up there and saying shit. Yeah. So, I don't know. The last one is Tierra Whack. Oh, I don't know if it's the, how many niggas is on the XL shit?
It's a lot. That front cover was full.
This third one is Roddy Ricch, Comethazine, and Tierra Whack. So that's the next one that we gonna come back with. But have you seen the shit about Nicole Murphy?
I think we was talking about that earlier.
And Nicole Murphy was supposedly cheating with
no, I was talking about that with somebody else. Leela Roshan, the chick from Wayne XL. Yeah. She did so good in that movie, y'all. Yeah. But they've been married for like 20 years. She was like, he was with her since 99 or something like that. And they got kids. And supposedly, because if people been like commenting saying he full of shit, because they've been commenting like her weight, she got lupus. Yeah. And she apparently had some issues start happening after she had her kids, like with her pregnancy. Like, nigga, these your kids too. So he was out with Nicole Murphy. It's pictures of them in Italy. His name is Antoine Fuca. And they still married. And he was kissing Nicole Murphy and all over her. And Lisa Ray commented, and she was like, "Oh, she do this." She basically said she been a hoe, cause I think she stole her man or something. What? Yeah, she was like, "Oh, so she stole so and so's husband." Like, yeah, she went in apparently on her on TMZ. I believe it. Apparently, she been a hoe from way back. So who knows? And she gonna try to say,
we're just old friends. I saw him in passing. It was just a friendly whatever. But bitch, it's like 4 pictures of y'all kissing in like towels and teacups, bitch. And then it's a picture of them in the swimming pool. Like, look,
What?
kissing. And then that's him and her. And then you see the little towels and teacups because he got a towel around his waist. I'm done. I'm not gonna play. His 53-year-old butt.
Wow.
So apparently Leela deleted her IG. Like, I guess people was all in her shit.
It's too much.
And she just went ahead and I was gonna say Instagram it. Took it down. So yeah. Speaking of trouble in paradise, and relationships on the rocks, Moneybagg Yo and Meg Thee Stallion.
I broke it up.
No.
What?
Apparently, I know I screenshotted it. Apparently some girl tweeted and was like, basically a picture of Moneybagg Yo in her DMs, and she was like, LOL, why Moneybagg Yo in my DMs? The Stallion, pack your bags. Ooh. And then a whole bunch of people was like commenting, and they were saying how the shit was photoshopped because people be paying attention to detail like a motherfucker.
We on the damn computer all day?
They was like, if you screenshotting a conversation in your IG, it'll have an orange circle around that person's picture because he had posted in his stories. Oh. So when you posted it, they was like, he definitely posted in his stories within the last day. So where the orange at? Even if you watched it already, it's still orange. And I'm like, who doing all of this? Them. So then he retweeted it. He was like, cap ass bitch, stop lying on my name. I don't know you, fan asshole.
Damn.
And then he tweeted, they do anything for clout. And then Megan tweeted and was like, woo child, the ghetto. And she ain't say shit else. But I was like interested, so I went to the girl page, of course. And it was just her talking about y'all saying that now, but when I release the rest of this footage, then these screenshots, then there's gonna be another thing coming. But still ain't released them. So, baby, sit down. People love to just do shit. Talking about, and then she tweeted and said, you don't know me, but you fuck me without condoms. Make it make sense, baby. And she added Moneybagg Yo.
Oh,
messy as hell. And but she was on her fucking page. I guess she had tried to slide in some dude DMs, and he was like, you over here talking about Moneybagg Yo, you was trying to slide in my shit. She was like, it was like, ooh, y'all fine, what y'all on, or some shit like that. And she was like, I was just trying to get some money, baby. I was like, what? Basically something to that effect. And I'm just like, wow, these hoes really out here.
Yeah, and they doing it for clout attention.
And she know Megan hot right now.
And it's a hot girl summer, so everybody is like wanting to see what she doing. She been on Twitter a lot.
And then one last piece of news, and then we're gonna go back into our favorite song, Chris Scholar Gotti. But apparently Tay-K was sentenced to 55 years. So if you don't know who Tay-K is, The Race, that song that was hot for a little bit, he's 19 now. He was sentenced to 55 years in prison. And he was charged in the 2016 death of a 21-year-old who was shot and killed in Texas during a robbery. And then he was also sentenced to 30 years in prison for 1 count of aggravated robbery and 13 years each for 2 counts of aggravated robbery, along with $21,000 in fines. So he won't be making no more music. Yeah, he was, I mean, the song was all about him being on the run, so, and it was true. And they was releasing, like, when that song came out, they was releasing, like, video footage of, like, crimes and shit he was doing.
Wow.
So, well.
Nothing but time, huh?
Yeah, he had nothing but time. I mean, shit, he didn't care. So we're gonna go into some Chris Scholar Gotti. Make sure you guys are following us on Twitter.
Yes.
And if you miss it, or if you tune in late and you want to catch the beginning, you can listen to the replays on Spotify and also now on Apple Podcasts. So get into it. What you eat yesterday? So we are back. We just watched the third installment of the XXL Freestyles. Thoughts?
Honestly, disappointed.
Me too.
Disappointed in Tierra Whack. I feel like I like her. I love her craft. You know, she's dope. Wherever I stand. But I would have appreciated hearing that on top of a beat because it's like it's freestyle. We all know. I don't know if her songs are necessarily freestyles on her little albums or EPs that she has because they're so short.
Right.
So I feel like some of them could be freestyle, but as far as her videos that came behind it, I feel like it's definitely a story she wrote those. So I'm disappointed that I didn't hear her on top of the music, and the other people was just the same feel.
So it was Roddy Ricch and Comethazine. No. Roddy Ricch was okay. I was looking at somebody's IG today and I heard a song by him that I liked. So I was like, I was gonna give him a chance. But clearly he looked like he don't use his brain too often when he was rapping. But yeah, so that was the first three. Is that all of them? Like, they gotta be all of them. How many, we asked Google, in XXL freshman? So, come on camera. So anyways, I have a scenario. So, this is what we're gonna call dating chronicles. We're gonna talk about this shit each week because it just be so much bullshit going on. How far is too far? So how far do you think is too far?
As far as dating?
As far as communicating, as far as in the beginning stages.
Like kissing on the first date?
No, like...
Or the beginning stages of dating?
I mean communicating.
Communicating? I feel like...
Do you feel like... So how often do you communicate with niggas that you date?
I would say at least 2 to 3 times a week.
That's it?
I mean, in sections, like, okay, I text you this day, you may text me first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one to initiate this shit.
Well, no, I mean just in general. So, like...
Phone, text, that's it. Or going out. I'd rather go out. I ain't got time. When you first date, I'm not in a relationship with a guy. So, I'm not, you know, we ain't checking in on each other and whereabouts and all that type of shit every day. So, I'm expecting, like, let's go out. And that's maybe once or twice within a week.
Okay.
You know, like, okay, meet me here, it'll be for 2-3 hours, like, alright, move for lunch, bye. Or let's go see this shit real quick. You know, I don't know. So, you get to know each other, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. I don't think I know how to date. Like, I think I know to a certain extent, but I'm so used to being in a relationship that I feel like depending on how the shit goes, like it kind of defaults.
Okay, right back to the relationship.
Yeah, or like, cause I'd be like, yo, I don't want a relationship right now or nothing. But it just seems like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I talk to you today, and then you will text me tomorrow, and then like, the conversation really don't stop. You just texting back and forth, like piggybacking off that conversation.
Yeah.
But it's like an everyday thing.
Okay, then that is definitely seclusivity or exclusivity.
But I can text multiple.
I mean, yeah, but then it's like, I feel like a guy, to me, I'm thinking like a man right now. They're really not, if they're not interested in you, or like they're still trying to get to know you, they're not texting you every day. I feel like either they have a motive. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're adults, we're not teenagers no more, but it's like, I'd rather see you, we're gonna chit chat, whatever, but I don't know. I'm just, as far as the last encounters that I've gone through, ain't nobody doing all that.
Oh, let me tell y'all.
No.
So, I gotta tell y'all a story. about this ain't
Okay.
this guy.
Okay.
This guy I was talking to, we exchanged numbers, right? So we exchanged numbers, and then when he called, so clearly this is what I'm gonna start doing when I talk to somebody. Okay, we need to run through this list first before we even get to the point, because I don't got time. Do you have kids? Are you employed? Are you employed gainfully, or are you just in a roundabout job?
Okay.
Do you have your own place? Do you drive? If you drive, or if you don't drive, do you have a driver's license?
All right. If
Gee.
you have a legal.
Do you have
Papers
a
on your
record?
car.
Exactly. Is your car legal? Do you ride dirty? Are your friends ghetto? Are y'all hoodlum? You know, the girlfriends be getting shot in Chicago. I ain't got time.
Yeah,
do you have gang affiliation? How is your family? Like, I'm gonna run through, we need to run through this 20 question checklist before I even be like, here's my number.
Yeah.
Because it don't make no sense. So, this Negro gave him my number. So we start talking. First of all, he says, I'm gonna call you tonight. Cool, I can appreciate a man who will call instead of habitually text. So, first of all, when he says he gonna call me, he FaceTimes. So I'm like, nigga, you need an appointment? You gotta be a special motherfucker for me to answer your FaceTime in my mind. And it's only a handful of motherfuckers and niggas. It's about 1 or 2 who get that treatment.
Woo.
So he's like, so he trying to be on some philosophical shit.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to be on camera just because we on FaceTime. It's another means of communication. So, you know, we can communicate without, you don't have to get in the camera, ma. Nigga, so call me regularly.
Right.
What is the point of draining my battery with FaceTime, got me fucking trying to cover the damn camera up instead of just calling me normally? Do you not know how to place a phone call, my guy? So okay, we talking on FaceTime. Good that I could see him, because I was like, oh. So he on FaceTime smoking a blunt. What if I was like, what you call it, like a bougie ass hoe, and I was just like, oh my god, what are you doing? So hear him tell it.
You don't think like that.
Whatever. So
nowadays, so
I mean, but it's still some bougie hoes. So he's like, okay, he gets to talking. He starts telling me how he been filling out applications. I was like, oh, do you not like your current job? He was like, man, and I'm like, when they do that, I'm like, oh, here the fuck we go. So he said, I've been doing Uber Eats, but that shit got dry. Gee. Wait a minute.
it's like one FaceTime. He bored.
It gets worse. So my ass, I know Uber Eats dry, because I was doing it and I can't make shit. That nigga like, I went outside yesterday and made $4. I was like, oh, you're a broke ass nigga. So then he's like, and I'm like, well, why don't you do regular Uber? He like, I ain't got no L's. It's a long story. I don't even want to hear the story. Right. What the fuck you mean you ain't got no L's? So now I'm looking for ways to end this conversation. So then he's like, he like, well, and I said, okay, you need L's to do Uber Eats. Right. Like, the fuck, it's still a car. He like,
or a bicycle.
You know ain't no niggas ride no bicycle.
That's what they put on there, and then they use somebody else's car.
So he told me he using somebody else's account. Ooh. And I'm like, let a motherfucker pull up and it's in the wrong, it ain't in the right car or the right nigga. I'm reporting y'all. Cause anybody can, cause first of all, the restaurant that just gave my damn food to anybody, cause they got pictures. Cause I saw the little interface when I was doing it in the Verbs. Wow. They got like our little profile, they got that shit. Wow. So he was like, he was using somebody else's shit. And I'm like, why? This motherfucker said, shit, Uber and DoorDash and shit, they ain't approving no niggas with no background. I'm like, sweet baby Jesus. What? I'm like, this nigga didn't just say that. He ain't say that, G. He ain't say that. Yeah, he ain't say that. So I'm like, he ain't say that. So then we still conversing, right? And this nigga goes, what the fuck he say? He was like, I gotta hit this job back that hit me up on Facebook. So he was like, he gotta hit the job back that hit him up on Facebook. So I'm like, oh, okay, what was the job? This nigga said, shit, I think it was some janitorial shit or something. So I'm like, oh, for real? He like, man, it's even harder to find a job when you got a background. I'm like, oh, the bitch. The nigga said it again. He meant it. So wait a minute. So he like,
what's violent fellas? So he like,
man, I was so blue today. I just had to go ride my bike. So I'm like, what kind of bike? Like, oh no. He got dirt bikes or whatever. He said, my friends pulled up on me, asked a nigga to come outside. Bitch, I was dead. How old are we? Yo niggas pull up and ask you to come outside, so he went outside. So then he was like, I had to decide if I'm gonna do Uber Eats tomorrow or I'm gonna use that little money to put some gas in my bike so I can ride.
Oh my.
Then he was like,
that's rough.
Then he was like, so then he said he was going downstairs to put some clothes in the machine. So you know, anytime a nigga is going downstairs, it means he's going in the basement of his mother or grandmother's house. So I'm like, clearly after all this shit, because he was like, he gotta find a job before next month. I said, what's next month? He said, bills. Bitch, I was like, oh my God. So you out here spending your money on, he was like, damn, I need some weed. Like, shit.
You can't afford it though.
Bitch. He gotta put gas in his dirt bike so his homies can knock on the door at his mama's house and go, wanna come outside?
Yeah, little kid shit. Like,
I was like,
because you old don't mean your mindset change.
I was like, oh, okay. So I hung up the phone. I said, okay, cool. Let me call you back. I gotta do something real quick. Hung up the phone. Block. Don't look for me. No. Then, this is my last story. And then we get like, yo. So, this dude messaged me and he tried to be on some love and light type shit. Okay. Which I was like, okay, you know, homeboy, it's all good. So I knew that something wasn't right. Where the shit at? Okay. So he said, his first message to me was, hey, how are you? And then he was like, what keeps you smiling? I'm like, this is a fuck nigga in disguise. Peace of mind is what keeps me smiling. And I'm like, okay, so what gives you peace of mind? He said, my Lord Jesus keeps me at peace. And thanks for watching, guys. Yes. We will see you next week for another episode of The Couch Live.
Yes, with your girl,
A
and your girl, April Clark Art.
Peace.
Just because she fuck with me, yeah, you got a crush on me. Trying to pick a booty with me. She just wanna back it off with me. Just because she fuck with me, yeah, you got a crush on me.